Another one.
What's up, Cowboy Nation? Obviously, we finished day one of the draft, and got some thoughts I want to talk about, and more so getting into the film. I want to make sure that we, what I call trust but verify. That's very important to me because when the goal is to try to win, in my opinion, you want to be sober, right? You want to be very sober in your thoughts, because like a lot of times in the off season, especially when these picks are made, it's a lot of our habits to want to believe the best, and we want to kind of believe everything that's being reported, right? Especially optimistic takes, because that's all we have right now is optimism. None of these players that we picking up have actually played, so a lot of times we'll feel good just because of the projection, right? Also, there's something else that happens in the off season a lot. It's a lot of capitalizing on our optimism. So sometimes you'll get a lot of players that get inflated because it's a lot of people that get clicks. It's a lot of us that get support because of our takes on these players. So, let me just show you a couple examples of that. And that's why I'm going to say, I trust you, but I'm going to verify. So like, for instance, Eric Galco, right? So he's director of football ops for player personnel. So he had something very big to say about, obviously, our pick. He said Lawrence is a 99 percentile athlete and has a special combo of elite first step, elite athletic upside, and finishing ability on the quarterback. He's literally called a slam dunk first round pick who has the athleticism and character to be a pillar of the Cowboys for a long time. Now, one of the main things that he said that definitely got my attention is he said, fans, you landed at an ascending elite athlete edge rusher who can help your pass rush, and he put in all caps, immediately. Immediately. Okay. So that's why I'm going to go through the film today, because that's a very big thing to say, especially when I've shown everybody here the history of Edge, because the history of Edge doesn't say what he said. The history of Edge says that likely he will not be immediate. Likely, right? If you look, because I looked at all the first round edge rushers all the way back to 2018. So about 8 years and over 50 first rounders. Okay. So that's a good sample size to get a good indication of likely what's going to happen based on other defensive ends with first round traits. And it does not say that it's going to be immediate. It doesn't matter who it is. And especially, obviously, the later, the worse. The later it is, the less chances that you're going to have immediate impact, right? So when I did the study, I looked at all first year sacks back to 2018, and the average first rounder is going to only average about 4.1, which to me, that's not bad for a rookie. So I want to explain why I was over here like immediate. Okay, cool. Maybe though, because it does happen. Some of them do blast off. And there's one thing that's good about Malachi Lawrence before I start getting into the film. Malachi, one of my brothers sent me today, Gerard Daniels, yesterday. He sent me his comps compared to Crosby, right? He is an athlete. He ran a 4.52. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to pull that up too. his draft profile. Hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second, because I'm trying to show you, man. I ain't trying to just talk to you. I'm trying to show you. Then I'm going to get into the film. All right, so going to his draft profile, you know, the measurables are off the chain. Okay. The things you want to see in terms of talent. So 4.52 for a guy that's 253 is outstanding. That's not as freakish as Sam Williams was when he was coming out, but it's still really good. It's really good. That vertical jump is also outstanding. 40 inches, outstanding. So that screams explosiveness. So when people are raving about him as an athlete, they're right. So, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at, like, but I do have questions. I want to say this. Let me also get to where I can see y'all comments. Then I'm gonna get into the film. I'm also explain how I grade, because I grade may be different than other people. So you need to know how I grade so that you can see why I come to the conclusions that I come to as well. Now, the way that I grade, okay, the way that I grade is I always look at you versus NFL type talent. So I intentionally go find games to where you was clearly going against guys that I knew was getting ready to be in the NFL. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't high on Grant Delpit, right? I know y'all remember him out of LSU. So to most of the people in the community, you know, content creators in the Dallas Cowboys space, they was super high on Delpit because, let me be honest with you, because versus weaker opponents, he did shine. I wasn't high on him. Why? He didn't play good against the big opponents to me. So I watched his game versus Bama. And Bama at that time had D. Smith, they had Ruggs, and they had Judy. So I'm trying to see, what do you do against these boys who are obviously finna be high level boys on the next level? And he was but then I went and looked at Antonio Winfield, right, for Minnesota. More production, played bigger in big games. So I had him as my number one safety. Boys thought I was crazy, but I wasn't. Antoine Winfield had a much better career than Delpit. Now somebody that I knocked based on their performances versus the big games was Stingley. He got cooked by D. Smith. So I really didn't care about what Stingley did against other opponents. I was like, what happened when you win against a league guy? Now I ended up being wrong on that. Stingley, when he got to the league, especially with his dope ass coach, shit, Stingley shut me up. But I graded him still the same based on what he did against bigger opponents. I'm finna actually do that with Malachi Lawrence. So that's why I gotta explain how I grade. I need to explain it, right? I did that with Bosa and Orlando Brown. Y'all remember Orlando Brown out of Oklahoma? He had him a horrible combine. Horrible. It was trash. It was all-time bad. But he whooped the dog mess out of Bosa when they played Ohio State, Oklahoma. So when I looked at him versus Bosa, I'm like, bruh, his combine was bad, but he whooped ass on that field. So I always had Orlando Brown as a first round talent. And his career ended up being like that as well. So I need y'all to know what I do compared to maybe other people, because some people will say, hey, let's go look at this film, go look at that film. That's fine. But if it's not no high level talent, I'm not going to be like wowed, because it's like, bro, you doing that against guys you actually supposed to do that against. This is also why Will McClay says when he looking at players from smaller schools, he said, I need y'all to walk on water. Meaning y'all need to be just killing that level. You need to be destroying that level, because you supposed to be so much better than them And we can't really grade you based on top competition. So if you're not just smoking that level, then you might not be the guy. And that's my thinking on it. So that's why I'm letting y'all know one of the things that I'm gonna do in this film is I'm gonna look at him versus Max, who went in the first round yesterday. I also looked at Max versus Bailey, and Max whooped Bailey ass too. So so that, and see, remember, that's Lou's top tackle. So I want to see, before I go with all this hype, what do you do against clear NFL talent? So, and I also have a question that, why, if you so cold, why are you only at the East and West Shrine Bowl? You know, that's not the top tier bowl, right? Because you're hearing a lot of people saying stuff like, and some of these, and a lot of these reps, they not against the best tackles. You know, so it's like, you know, yeah, you winning, I guess. And some of these you're not even winning, you know. Like, these ain't the best tackles you going against right here. So anyway, let's look at his highlight, okay? Because this is what most people go by. Most people, they go look at something, a 5-minute clip like this. So these clips, though, will give you an indication, though. You can get an indication from clips. So I'm not knocking clips. Hold on real quick. Let me get to where y'all can see that. I'm not knocking clips, but most people stop at clips. And the problem with clips is it's showing me your best. It's not necessarily showing me your consistency. So I got to look at games to try to get a feel of your consistency. I can't just look at a clip. But I'm going to look at the clip because this is likely what most people going to be looking at when they look at him. They just say, boss, nitpicking, give him a chance. I know. And I'm not. I'm just grading them. That's all I'm doing. And because I just want us to have the proper expectations. So here we go. So right now I'm looking at the clips, you know, and showing them kind of helping out on a tackle right there. You know, very good, strong tackle right there, you know, where you can see his power, you know, coming off the edge right there. Good hands, good bend, very good bend. But see, this is the problem. You'll love this clip. You'll fall in love with this clip. But what's the problem with this clip right here? Now, when you're looking at his talent, right, and you see that bend, you say, woo, woo, right? But what's the problem? It should be pretty obvious what the problem is, but what's the problem? Huh? Talk to me. What's the problem? You know what the problem is? The level of competition. You know, so when you see Ben like this, and it's dope Ben, but it's like, who is that tackle? Right? From the University of Houston. Who would, like, so when you see these plays, I'm also looking at, who are you going against? You see what I'm saying? So this is another tape versus the University of Houston, and you clearly whooping that tackle's ass. So either you're great or that tackle is ass. That's why I more so look at you based on who I know is like, now Max is a first round talent, but I'm showing you why people will watch clips like this and be like, ooh, and just kind of get too excited, you know? So when I'm looking at, so now that look good. That does look good against Baylor, right? But then the question is, who was that you just whooped? You see what I'm saying? Now, if I'm watching you and I'm knowing that that tackle you going against is dope, so that's him on the left side. And these are highlights. And when you see the highlights, you say, good hands though. That's good hands. You can't say his hands don't look good. His hands look good from the clips. That alpha right there look good. That's a good highlight. This is him. Good swipe. Good motor. Even though he didn't make that play, you see a bag from the clips. You see the pursuit from the clips. But notice we keep going back to these U of H games. It's the same games. So if these might be just a few games where you went and get some bad tackles. You see what I'm saying? But he beating their ass though. He beating their ass. That's what you want to see, right? And so, but notice these clips keep coming from the same games. So if you really that dude, in my opinion, and if you're trying to judge a player from clips, I want to see you in multiple games versus multiple tackles whooping ass. Notice every one of these clips are just kind of filtered between University of Houston and Baylor. So, and this is why I say I trust for verify, because see, the clips do look good. You see stuff you want to see. You see him, ooh, see right there, boy. See, that'll get you excited. You look at him, look at this bull rush right here. Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure I went back far enough. See, but when you watching him, you're like, damn, ooh, he good. But are we factoring in the level of competition? I doubt that we are, to be honest. So hold on. It's not this play, it's the next play. I think it's the next play. But what I was saying is they keep filtering through 2 games. I'm seeing Baylor and U of H on these highlight clips. Now this is impressive right here. Hold on, not this play, it's the next play. So right here, this is impressive. So this is what it gets you excited if you watching highlight clips. It will get you excited. I'm just keeping it real. That's why I'm showing y'all clips, and I'm gonna say, does these clips really fully show who he is, right? So shout out to at NFL Film Room for these clips. But this is an impressive ass snap right here. Watch what he do to that tackle. God damn. Ooh, take it easy on my back, literally. Like, hold on, I gotta hit that button for real. Like, for real.
Take it easy on my back.
Hold on, watch this, man. Like, watch how he do this tackle. Watch this. Take it easy on my back.
Take it easy on my back.
Why, he go bend him. Ooh, he bended him backwards.
Take it easy on my back.
Yeah, all right. So notice that it keeps cycling between the University of Houston and Baylor. Notice these clips is only basically 2 games. I'm not making this up too. So if you go look them up, likely this is the game that, okay, now we finally got Kansas. So we got Kansas. So back to Baylor, and he whooping that tackle ass again. And good pursuit. That was great pursuit. All right, so let me see. Notice it keeps cycling between Baylor and U of H. Look, I'm not playing. Good spin moves. It looked dope. That was dope. So if you're looking at these clips from those 2 games, you could try to, so now 3, because we got Kansas in here. Let me see what he did on the edge right there. He got held. I don't know why they even showed that. Look like, they showing it probably because they showing that he getting pushed against the run, which is a knock on him. People say he struggled against the run, So now we finally got a game outside them 2, right? So this is him again versus great hands right there. Like you can see the pass rush bag from these clips. You can see a pass rush bag. You can. Like, so that's why I've been getting people been telling me, boss, he got pass rush moves. You can see it. You can see good hand fighting. His hand fighting dope. Hand fighting is dope from these clips. Notice I keep stressing from these clips. See, because we almost finished with this, and then I'm finna go to the real. Like, His hand fighting is good though. I see the hand fighting from these clips. I can't wait to see what that hand fighting look like against Max. And that's what I'm getting ready to see too. I'm getting ready to see that. And I'm finna put that on. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, because I already saw clips on Twitter versus Max, and I'm gonna be honest, he was getting his ass whooped. Now I'm talking about Malachi. But see them hands right there? See, that boy look dope on the clips. Them hands look good though. Listen, if you say the boy ain't got no hands, you lying. From the clips. See these clips? And now we starting to also get more games too. We starting to see Virginia. Now we seeing Arizona. We getting out of just U of H and Baylor. He bull rushed the hell out that tackle, killed him. Yeah, showed great power on that dude. All right, so there we go. So if y'all want to know where I got that was from one of the random NFL film room, right? So that's some clips on them. All right. Now let's go look at him versus Max. Now hold on real quick before I do that, because I'm being fair to him. Some people go think I ain't being fair to him, but I'm being fair to him. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick on my X. Okay. Oh, here it is. It was already there. Okay. All right. I was looking at something good by John Owen. I was just looking at it because it just popped up on my screen. He's showing a tendency of him to do was a false step. He's showing that he has a false step on his get off, is what he's saying, which I don't really see. Hold on, let me look at it. I guess I do see it. Like, it looked like that right foot kind of goes backwards before it goes forward. That's what he calling a false step. Look at it. That's very interesting by John Owen. He said, I've been asked by a few people to highlight where Lawrence can improve, and I think his get off is the spot where he can see the biggest improvement. And see, I appreciate him saying that, because what are most people saying? And he's showing it too. His get off is like Bailey.
Oh, hell! No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Hold on real quick, man. I appreciate the super chat. He was a no-show against TCU in 2024. That's when I saw him. And Star raised a good point. She said the best tackles that he went against was in 2024. That's also what I'm going to be interested in, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I appreciate John Owen on this, because what's the difference between John Owen and most people right now? His first step is better than Bailey. No, John is over here showing you, and he's showing you clip after clip, that right foot having a dead step. Now, the problem is when people want to just drink optimism Kool-Aid and hope dope, they would ignore actual evidence. He's showing clip after clip of that false step, and he's saying that's where he needs to improve. I swear to God, somebody went to my Twitter and said Lawrence is going to be better than Bailey. And see, this is why we got to trust but verify. Let me show y'all a couple more things before I get into the Max film. We got to trust but verify, because it's some stuff that's kind of going out here that's like, really. Okay, so first of all, Eric said, hold on real quick. That's the wrong clip. First of all, Eric talking about he's gonna basically help your pass rush immediately. Okay, sure. That generally doesn't happen. That's number one. Number two, you hearing stuff like Dan Rogers said, and I respect Dan. He said the Cowboys missed the soul-snatching presence of DeMarcus Lawrence and the dog mentality slot stud in Jordan Lewis. On Thursday, they filled both of these voids by drafting Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence. So now we comparing DeMarcus Lawrence to Malachi Lawrence. So you start seeing that type of stuff echoed, right? Because see, first of all, VP of Personnel Will McClay said Malachi Lawrence has a similar relentlessness of DeMarcus Lawrence and a first step that is reminiscent of DeMarcus Ware. Hey man, Rebel said, she said, boss, you can come show so much stuff and explain why you feel the way you do it. Some folks still gonna come at you crazy for your opinion. Facts. It's sad because people was looking at my demeanor yesterday. It was like, man, what's wrong with boss? It wasn't a player. It wasn't Malachi that I was mad at. It was the fact that I was over here like, man, once I start telling the truth, and once I really get into the film and start saying what I really see, it's gonna be all this old bullshit that I'm gonna be. I was more so mad at the fact that I know I'm gonna be going through a lot of like pom-pom ass cheerleader fans. I call them cheerleaders, like, because cheerleaders, what's the difference between cheerleaders and actual athletes? See, cheerleaders, what do cheerleaders do when y'all get blown out? Do they stop cheering? No, they still. What's the football team like when we getting blew out? We hanging out in our seats and shit. We mad. You know what I mean? We crying in the. But you go look at the cheerleaders after the game. You got your ass blown out, and the cheerleaders will go to the other cheerleader squad, and they'll be holding hands, and they'll be. See, that's a lot of how our fans are. It's all about just cheer, just be happy, just don't be negative, be happy. It's like, nah, I'm actually a football player. I'm a football guy. So I gotta be honest, bro. I'm not like some of these people, bro. I'm just being all the way honest. But what I'm trying to show y'all though is that you start hearing these comparisons of DeMarcus Lawrence and DeMarcus Ware. All right. Could he be? Especially when you say first step, because see, y'all see he has the first step. DeMarcus Lawrence first step. But then you go look at John Owen, and John is showing proof that that first step is kind of womp womp. So the question is, I can trust you, but I still gotta verify. So let me ask y'all, should I trust what Will McClay said, or should I trust my eyes of what John Owen just showed? Let me turn off the music and ask that question again. And I'm really asking that question before I get into the film. Should I trust what Will McClay said, or should I trust what John Owen showed? What should I do as a mature person right now? What should I do? Should I trust that I saw with my own eyes that right foot taking a step back before that left foot accelerated? Or should I just trust his word? Because if I just trust his words, I'm going to go ahead and say, man, that Malachi Lawrence, man, he has the first step of DeMarcus Lawrence, and he has the tenacity of DeMarcus Ware. It's like, nah, I'm going to trust my eyes, bro. Because if I trust my eyes, now I can be honest, and I can also talk about what this team needs, and I can talk about what he needs. That's what John was doing. John said, for those of y'all who said, what could he work on? He not only said it, he showed it. John Owen. And I just saw that. I just pulled up. So I'm going to trust my eyes. And then people that's on this channel, they know, yeah, we bosses up in here, man. We executive. We not followers. We not cheerleaders. Uh, we real people about what's facts and truth, and we talk about that. We don't do that hope and positive pamper stuff over here. Rebel said, "Boss, being happy, get your likes up." That's true. They watch you faithfully, but won't hit that like for you. Yeah, it's true. You know, and it's sad because I mean well, but I still get punished because I'm not a positive pamper. I'm not a cheerleader, right? So, you know, it was somebody on X that was like, "You was the same way. You was the same way on Deronte Jones." It's like, bruh, I, when I do my research, I have convictions about my research. Okay, y'all expect me to go with the win. So once we picked Christian Parker, if I was a phony ass dude, I would have been like, "I really wanted Christian Parker, really." No, I wanted Deronte Jones. I did, right? For one, Deronte Jones and the defense that he ran gave Shotty the biggest fits. Philly got their ass walked on. Oh, y'all don't want to hear the truth. Can you handle the truth? Fuck it.
You can't handle the truth.
Can you handle the truth? Deronte Jones defense locked Pickens and them down.
You want answers?
And I ain't never heard Shotty rave about D coordinators that gave him problems like Deronte. So I had a real reason to like him. And Chris Parker at the time, I never heard him discuss fronts and his knowledge of fronts. I never heard him, but I heard Deronte, right? And I knew he had front end knowledge. So as I was and prepared greatly for it too, I didn't have evidence of that yet on Chris Parker. Even though Chris Parker was still my number 2, Deronte was my number 1. And I didn't change my conviction though because we ended up going with Chris. No, it was like, nah, I felt like we should have went with Deronte, but I'm cool with Chris. And I became even more cool about Chris when I heard him discuss how he was going to deploy his front. And I heard the front end knowledge. I was like, okay, I feel better now. And I can kind of see what Dallas saw in him. And what made sense with Chris Parker is I start seeing the fit to Shotty, especially with the 3-4 philosophy. I was like, okay, I can see it now. But at the same time, I wasn't going to just pivot off my conviction of my research because we picked Chris Parker. I think you're a sellout. I think you phony when you do that, and you have no real spine. See, you have no real spine if you had Malachi ranked in the second round, but now you're acting like, oh, I really had him top 2. You just a fucking cheerleader. But let me show y'all this real quick before I get into the real film, because the real film is gonna be the day in, day out film, not clips, not highlights, none of that. That we could see highlights can almost paint any picture you want to paint. Okay. Highlights can paint any picture that you want to paint. Hold on, I'm trying to find something real quick because yesterday. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find it. Basically, I want to show the clips that look like Max was whipping his ass. And I said on that clip, I said Mac looked like he winning the reps on these clips. But the problem is those are just clips. You see what I'm saying? And clips can actually almost say anything you want it to say. You know? So if I show you his best reps against Max, you will say Malachi is amazing. If I show Max best reps, because that's the only thing. Oh, here it is. I got it right here. All right, here it is. So let me show you. Real quick. So this is Max, but these are clips. The problem with this is these are only clips. And also, I do need to let y'all know, because I'm showing so much film, I ain't gonna get $1 on this stream. I'm not gonna get no ad revenues. Anybody that appreciates this type of stuff and where I'm really going through and verifying, because I'm not saying yet Max is all world. I'm not saying he's trash. I'm not saying he's Taco. I'm not saying he's TJ. I'm not saying anything until we go through the film. But I'm telling y'all, when I show these many clips, I'm not gonna get the best way to say thank you for a film session that's going into a lot of detail is the Cash App. So if anybody want to Cash App this type of work, it greatly appreciate it. All right. But looking at these clips, and the problem is this is only a minute and 15 seconds worth of clips, right? So in a minute and 15 seconds worth of clips, so looking at rep 1 that they featured, who won this rep? Max. Who won rep 2? Max. Who won rep 3? Max. Who won rep 4? Max. Who won rep 5? Now I would say slightly those hands look good right there. That would look at Malachi hands right there. That's a very technical hand fighting move he did on Max. He sent him off balance. Even though he didn't get no pressure, you could see the trend of a good hand fight right there. So I would still say Max barely won that rep, but I would call that a neutral. But then Max, yeah, he won that rep too. So rep 6, Max. Rep 7, Max, the tackle. Rep 8, and look at it with your own eyes. Hold on real quick. I got a super chat. He said, I didn't even have Lawrence on my boards. Thanks for what you do, bro. You know what? I didn't either. But I'm also taking another look at him because I could have missed him too. I could have just missed him. And so taking another look at him, Biscuit, I do see way better hand fighting that I probably missed the first time I looked at him because I didn't even put him on my list. But Max again, so that's rep 7, rep 8. Max won that rep easily too. Max again on rep 9. So those are not, but the problem with that is when you're looking at clips can be like a low light or a highlight. You see what I'm saying? So just like I'm not gonna look at highlights, I'm not gonna look at clips that look like he got his ass whooped. But the problem is when I looked at those clips, I had to be honest with what I saw. I say Malachi got locked up on these clips. Am I lying? Hold on, what did y'all see? Don't lie. What did you see? Because from what I saw, out of about the 9 clips that I saw, Max whooped his ass on about 8 of them. I saw a neutral on 1, and it was only because I saw quality hand fighting 1 time from Malachi versus Max. And he wasn't even close to a pressure, but I still gave him a neutral on the rep. And then he said, we got to remember nobody wanted Tyler Smith. Actually, sir, we did. If you go back and go look at what me and the OC was saying on Tyler Smith, we did want Tyler Smith. So some of y'all say that type of stuff because you basically saying, you never know how it's going to work out. Let's just hope. No, it was people that graded Tyler Smith and said, where we picked him, that was a dope pick. And the OC went even further and called him a top 5 talent. So, but I'm not going to be unfair to Lawrence. Cause see, some of y'all say that type of stuff because you're pulling for hope. You pulling for positivity. And that's fine. I would recommend that we look at the actual evidence. Because if we look at the actual evidence, we can be direct on what we really need for this team. That's the point of doing all this work. So now I don't want to grade him off of clips because see, clips can then give us the impression that Malachi is not all that. So let's do the actual work, the real work, the boring work of actually watching clip by clip him versus Max. So this is clip 1, and on this particular rep, Max versus he on the left side. And then, you know, and remember they were saying that he has this ferocious motor. Like, let's see if we see all of that, right? Hold on, let me go back. Let's go back to what Will McClay said. He has the tenacity. Hold on real quick. I want to see if I see all this damn tenacity and shit. I don't want to hear about no tenacity. I want to see it. Show me. Let me go back and read Will McClay, and I'm going to go back to this film. He said, VP of Player Personnel Will McClay said Malachi Lawrence has a similar relentless of DeMarcus Lawrence. So he's supposed to have that relentless, because we know how relentless DeMarcus Lawrence was. And a first step reminiscent of okay, all right, let's see what the film say. And this is my first time looking at it too, this particular guy. So whatever it say, I'm gonna say. So on this first step, on this first play, he going against Max. Okay, quarterback throw the ball is away from him. Is he being relentless right there? I'm just asking a question. This is the first play, but I'm asking a question. What did your eyes just see right there? He say, so boss, you saying he won't be a good player for us? You willing to stand on that? No, I ain't say that. Tony, so I did not say he gonna be a good player. What I'm saying right now is I'm evaluating him to see if what people are saying actually match the evidence. So, and I'm willing to stand. I'm gonna tell you what I'm willing to stand on, though. Let's see if you're willing to stand on it, Tony. I'm willing to stand on that. Likely year one, he not gonna have 4 sacks. I'm willing to stand on that. What are you willing to stand on, sir? I'm willing to stand on that. Likely Donovan Ezra-Rocco go be better than him going into year 2 than he was in year 1. Now you say, oh, okay, but I also want to see your predictions too, sir. Because it's easy to come in here and say, boss, you've been a downer, you're being negative. No, I want impact at the pass rush. I want impact at the pass rush. Let me ask all y'all a question. Is 4 sacks great impact at the pass rush? And then I look at a lot of y'all projections. A lot of y'all shit don't be impact at the pass rush either. Oh, I think he'll do 5 or 6. That ain't no goddamn major impact. I say he has 4 or more. Nah, I need a specific number. So you said 4 or more. I need a range, sir. I need a range. Okay. So I need a range. And he said, I agree. Easy had only 2 sacks last year. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And he had 16. He had 16 the year before. He had 16 the year before. You said, no, I would say 7+ is impact. Hell yeah. Star. 7 sacks for a rookie is great. All right, let's keep watching this film. But let me ask you a question, though. Did y'all see that pursuit of DeMarcus Lawrence right here? Be honest. Is that pursuit, is that running to the ball? No. So on play 1, I would say that was a lie. So let me look at play 2. Him versus Mac, and it's a tight end over there. Okay. And I don't know what these plays are. Yeah. That was okay pursuit. Ooh, And that's him going against a tight end. See, now we ain't looking at clips. Ain't no more clips. This is who you really are. No more clips. No more highlighting and low lighting. This is who you really are. All right, so, and we can look at whatever games y'all want too. Shit. I mean, I know I'm looking at this game, but we can go, you tell me the game and I'll go pull it. Hold on. I missed that play because I was talking. Let me go back. See, I don't know if y'all ready for real film because real film take a while. All right, so looking at the play 3. So this play 3 versus Max. Okay, what kind of play is it? So, okay. Good tackle right there. Really good job on the RPO. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job stopping that play right there. Good open field tackle on the quarterback. And somebody said Lawrence motor is crazy. Exactly. If you comparing him to DeMarcus Lawrence, we know will run 70 yards downfield for a play. Hold on, I couldn't see that play. Let me go back to make sure y'all can see it. Let me rewind it a little bit. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me go back. He said, boss, keep in mind that the QB mobile as Elf. That matters when you pass rushing. I agree. He is mobile. All right, so now I want to see this play right here. Okay. Very good shit. No, that's a good ass rep. Now that's a good rep by Malachi. That tenacity on that one was good. Hold on, let me show it. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Y'all know I got a jug of these films. Let me go back. Cause see, I'm watching him versus Max right now. And the reason why I want to see him versus Max, I'm trying to see him versus first round talent or league talent. I want to see, what do you do against a guy that's clearly a league tackle? Are you fancy now? Are you dope right now? Or are you average? So this is him right here versus Max. Yeah, I say that's a good rep. Somebody say, where's the 2025 film? Let me explain again my grading process, because I'm not just interested in just film. Let me be honest. I'm not interested in what he does against the University of Houston tackle that weighs 280 pounds. I don't care about 2025. I care about what did you do when you was obviously going against a guy that's going to be like the guys you getting ready to face. Max is going to be like the guys he go read. So just being lazy and pulling film because it's 2025, that's when you're trying to look for good news. Go find me some good shit. That's what some people be saying. Go find me something that's positive. No, I'm sticking to my process of how I grade people. And I grade everybody like this. When I look at you, I'm looking at you. What did you do against top talent? That tells me a lot about you. All right, so play 6. I think he won that rep. Hell yeah, he looked good on that rep. And see, and that's fucked up because the clips ain't show this rep. Watch this. Watch this. I think he won on Max on this rep. No, he didn't. The other angle showed it. He lost. I thought he did. He said Nick Saban got caught on a hot mic saying Lawrence was a reach. That's messed up. So I keep hearing some people say, how does this tape look for 2025? Y'all tell me what tape to pull up and I'll pull it. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not interested in no tape versus no weak ass tackles for y'all to feel good. Cause he getting his ass whooped right now by Max. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all be, oh, I want some good news. Man, shit. The best way to get the reality of the player you dealing with is to look at him versus good competition, bro. That's more of reality. I think he won that rep. This angle right here, oh, that wasn't even him. That was somebody else. That's 15. And he really didn't win either. It's when you see it from the other angle, you be like, Yeah, Max handling him, man. Max is handling this dude. I don't care what nobody say. So he not even on the field on this play. His backup in. All right, so we'll just let it play. Yeah, he not in the game. So they was rotating. Yeah. Stargazer say Texas Tech, boss. Okay. Texas Tech 2025. They got a tackle. They got a tackle that's respectable. So far he ain't in the game no more. Oh, no, you saying Texas Tech or Texas? Because I do know Texas did have a good tackle last year. They did. They had a real good tackle last year. So is that him? I don't even know if that's him because he number 51. So right now it look like they rotating. Is that him? I don't think that's him. No, that's number 15. Number 15 out there looking better. Number 15 out there looking better and shit. Cause that's the dude who made a play on Max. That's funny, but I be sneak dissing. Is that him? Is that number 51 or number 15? Okay. Number 15 out there looking better than Lawrence. I ain't gonna lie. So far, I ain't lying either. I ain't lying. This number 15. He fuck around and be a junior. Just playing better. Ain't that some shit? Hold on real quick. Boy, that'd be messed up. Hold on real quick. Let me go to this real quick. That number 15. Let's look at him. Ooh. He out there making plays on them boys. Look at that number 15 motor. Right. Start say, who was 15? For real. He out there flashing like a motherfucker. All right. Is he out there now? I'm looking for number 51. I think that's him. You ain't do shit. Whoever that was. I'm going to be able to see their number on the next play. And the 15 out there going crazy. 15, who is he? He probably coming out next year. I need to get his name. Who is that? He ain't do shit either. Max locked his ass down. Then you accidentally made a tackle and get crunk. Boy, if you don't get your ass out here. All right, let's keep going. So obviously now I think he back in the game. Okay. See, yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. They said he got the pursuit of DeMarcus Lawrence. Did you see that right there? Did you see that? Be honest. Be honest. Did you see the pursuit of DeMarcus Lawrence right here? I did not. No, not this play. It's the next play. I did not see the pursuit of DeMarcus Lawrence. Oh. See, Cub assists. Don't come here talking with this. Cub assists say, and I heard that last night too. He say, Steven said they were trying to move down from 23 and still take Lawrence, but no phone's wrong. If I shouldn't have to say what that means, right? How much conviction do you have on a player if you keep trying to move down? So now look at this pursuit and tell me if this tank. Tell me if this tank-ish. Because that's what we've been sold. I'm verifying. See right there, your motor should still be going. So I'm looking at you. Look, yeah, I'm looking at you right there. Where's that motor, sir? Okay, well. So we got him back in the game. The good thing is he going against Max all day. Oh, he got him a little bit of a last minute Got him a last minute tackle. But Max is locking him down, y'all. I'm sorry. This is lockdown. Ooh. He hit hard though. When he hit your ass, he hit. When he hit you, he hit you. That's one thing I see about Malachi. If he get his hands on you, he strike you. All right, so we got him back on Max. I love this because he playing against Max all day. So after this we should have a real good feel of what he is versus talent. All right, so let me look at him on this. Let me look at his pursuit. Can't see his pursuit right there. But see, this is one thing we know about Tank. Tank would have been running into the screen by now. See, Tank always ran to the ball, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Don't be selling me that he Tank and he not Tank. Don't be doing that shit, Will McClay. Because I ain't seeing that Tank pursuit that I was sold. See, that was another chance that if you really run into the ball, you always run into the ball. He not running to the ball all the time. My boy said, Malachi not bad to me. No, it ain't about him being bad. It's not. Nobody's saying he bad. Does this move us closer to a championship is the real question. And then DTP say he not Tank at all. I don't see Tank. He was just kind of indecisive right there. I think that was number 50. Yeah, that's him. That's him. That quarterback, man, running around. Ooh, that boy face masked that boy. I would have face masked him too. Quarterback running around like that. Star say, I want to see him on a real offense. I want to see him on a real tackle. That's the most important thing I want to see. Because if he on a weak tackle, I'm just not interested in that, to be honest. If y'all could tell me some games to where this is another dope tackle he had to face, I will go pull that. And I will pull it up right now. All right, so here we go. Nah, I'm not seeing Tank, y'all. Nope. I'm not seeing no Tank. I ain't seeing no Tank pursuit. You can lie to somebody else. The film has said that was a lie. Nah, that ain't no damn Tank. Y'all kiss my ass. No. See, we know what Tank would be doing when that ball went downfield. Would Tank be jogging right here, or would he be running at the ball? This ain't Tank, y'all. Not from this film. He might be Tank on another film, but he ain't Tank on this film. Tank always ran to the ball. I saw Tank at practice run down Zeke 70 yards downfield, bro, in Frisco. He didn't just do that in games. He practiced like that. I watched Tank do it. I was like, bro. Zeke was way downfield. Tank big old ass sprinting at practice. I'm like, you show off. You ain't got to do all that shit at practice. Nah, Tank practice like that too. Okay. I see your swim move. I think he finally got a good ass rep on Max. Let me see. Oh, that's not him again. That's 15. Oh, that wasn't Max either. That was a tight end. That boy 15, boy, who is that? He probably a freshman or a sophomore. Whoever 15 is, he might have something. I'm gonna need to go look at him. I'm gonna find out who he is. He's showing a little pop. All right. Okay. Yeah. So obviously we see now that they rotating Malachi with whoever 15 is, and you see he loafing to the ball too. He say Malachi has more athleticism than Howell. Yeah, his athleticism, bro, is real. 40-inch vertical, 4.5 speed. Malachi Lawrence, he got first. He definitely has first round athleticism. He does. Yeah. Yep. So okay, let me see. Is that him yet? Yeah, that's him. Still loafing. He take on the block well, but that pursuit is womp womp. And Joe, you said it. He said he's not gonna help us win now. I don't see that either. I don't see him coming in here and being no massive contributor. Okay. He won that rep. I think that was against the tight end. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that's against the tight end. That's not against Max. Yeah, he won that rep. That was against the tight end. That wasn't against Max. Max been locking that boy down. Max put the handcuffs on that boy. Max, you're offsides. Why do Max look like he gonna be a dope ass tackle in the league? Why? Max gonna mess around and be a super dope ass. Watch. Lou got him as his number one tackle. I think Lou gonna be right. I think it was a massive miss on Max. Cause it's like I saw Max whoop Bailey. I see Max whooping him. I saw him whoop everybody at the Senior Bowl up and down. And Max be whooping these dudes, man. Like, man, he done made that dude straight up disappear. Somebody say he's still better than Sam Williams. Okay. Look at this. Look at Max. Look at this. Look, Max killing that boy. You ain't got a chance. Max over here, boy. Max over here, boy. He's still dancing with his ass. Boy, please. So we about halfway through this game, and versus top tackle, I see a racer. I see Malachi got erased. So far, I'm being honest. He got erased. So I'm letting it play right now because they rotating. Star said the scheme is very, very RPO though, boss. Micah looks terrible versus the scheme though, but Max is like that for real. Yeah, no, I feel you, but I still, and you right, because in this offense they getting the ball out and all that kind of stuff. But you would at least, in my opinion, Star, at least see him win a rep, right? Even if he's not close to the quarterback, I still want to see, did your pass rush move work? I'm not seeing shit. I'm seeing locked. I'm saying they put this boy in handcuffs. You know, and you right about the style of the offense. That's very, very astute by you, Star. I agree. They getting the ball out quick, but I still want to see you win a rep. I want to see, did your swim move work? Did your counter move work? Did your cross chop work? Did it work? Did it even work? Ain't shit working. Like, I don't see nothing. I'm just being honest. Do y'all see anything? Like, I'm being real. I'm asking a real question. You know, in terms of the matchup, are you seeing him do anything versus Max? Max, like this is Max versus 15. He locking all their ass down. Clean pockets. Shit. That boy Max looks graceful on his feet. He does, man. That Luke will probably be right. He go probably be a dominant tackle in the league, and everybody go be saying like they did with Tyler Smith, why did we draft him so low? Because Max is locking these dudes, man. That's what I'm seeing. Somebody say a couple of swim moves. Yeah. Here we go. We got 15 more minutes, y'all. Y'all hang in there with me. Hang in there. Cause see, this the type of film that show you the most. Cause now you seeing every rep. These ain't his best reps, his worst reps. You seeing every rep. You got blocked up by a tight end right there, buddy. I see a lot of y'all saying y'all wanted Max at 20. I think he won that rep. Did he win that rep? He might have won that rep on Max. I think he might have won that rep. Let me see it from this angle, this other angle. All right, here we go. Did you win a rep? Fuck no, you didn't. That's Tank, all right. Yeah, that's Tank, you lying ass. Ain't no damn Tank. Hold on real quick. Watch it. Now, y'all tell me if this is Tank. Y'all tell me if this pursuit is Tank. All right. And I'm not hating on him. I didn't even know what this film was going to say. But tell me if this pursuit is Tank. Is that pursuit right there Tank?
Now. No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Sir, you took a playoff, sir.
No!
All right, so who we go? Max out there whooping ass. look at this. Shit. No. I told you, I will watch whatever film y'all say. I will pull up more film, but I gotta get through this. Because this is the first round guys matchup. This is what you want to see. The first round guys versus each other. And this is how I always do. Boss, give him a chance. You funny, bro. I'm just letting the film speak. I'm waiting on his ass to win a rep. He ain't winning no reps. Somebody say this go get flagged. Exactly. Let's go get flagged. So see, hold on. See, Lou know. When you show this much film, I'm not getting $1 off this shit, y'all. So the only way, cause see, most people, I'm gonna tell you what most people go do right now. I'm gonna tell you what most people doing right now. They jumping on mics and they giving opinions. Who is out here showing you though? Who is showing you? And listen, somebody say Kansas, boss. Kansas from last year. I'll pull it up. And this is what I want y'all to do. Not just the school. I need to know the tackle he going against. Because I'm being honest. I'm not interested in no weak ass tackles. I'm not interested. So listen. If I'm trying to grade players, I ain't got all the time in the world to watch all tape. I'm just being honest. I don't. If I gotta make a decision on you, the best games I gotta watch is the ones where you win against good competition. If I gotta watch one game on you to make a decision, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's what I'm gonna do. When I'm looking at Del Pitt, and if I gotta go through all these different, if I gotta go through all these different candidates, and I only got so much time, I'm telling y'all right now, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at your schedule and I'm gonna say, when did this person go against somebody that's actually getting ready to be in the league? And I'm gonna go look at that. See, a lot of people didn't understand why I didn't like Kyle Pitts. Most people, they wanted me to slurp on Kyle Pitts. Man, I think he's generational. I was like, I don't think he's generational. Boss, why do you say that? Because I watched Horn lock his ass up. I watched Horn do his ass bad. Now, I watched Pitts also go hard on Surtain. Pitts, he gave Surtain the business, but Horn put his ass in handcuffs the whole day. Come here, Pitts. He didn't allow no separation. And I'm like, I'm not high on him because I see versus now Horn. You go see a Horn almost every other week in the league. But I wasn't slurping, and somebody told me when they was trying to sell me on Kyle Pitts, they was like, go look at cause this the game he went off. Go look at the Ole Miss game. And I did. I went and looked at the Ole Miss game. And when I went and looked at the Ole Miss game, I say, this why they love Kyle Pitts. Cause he killed them. The problem is every one of them dudes he was playing against are currently selling insurance for State Farm. Ain't none of them was in the league. Ain't none of them was league dudes. But that's the game Kyle Pitts went crazy. He did go crazy too. I was like, oh, he jumping over people's heads. He doing all kind of shit. I'm like, ooh, I see why they like him. How many of these dudes is actually are we interested in any of these dudes though? Can any one of these dudes play next level? And the answer was,
Oh, hell no.
so I wasn't interested in him dominating Ole Miss. I'm like, yeah, he walked on water that game. He did. But when you went against Horn, he locked you up. And so I was one of them people that was like, I'm not interested in Kyle Pitts like y'all. And I wasn't. So, and this one thing about me, I consistently grade this way too. I don't, for one player, grade this way, and then on another player, I'll go ahead and give him grace on weak competition. I look for everybody. Anytime I'm looking at you, the first thing I say is, who did you go against that's a league person? And if you didn't perform well against those games, I knocked you. That's why I knocked Stingley. Because D. Smith cooked his ass. Don't lie. D. Smith took that boy to school every time he played him. D. Smith took Stingley and treated him like a son. Come here, son. So I was like, I know y'all love Stingley. I still had a first round grade on him, but I didn't have him top like I did. And I was wrong too. I missed on that one. I did. I missed on that one, but my grading was consistent. I didn't grade him different. I graded him like I grade everybody. Shit. All right, here we go. But you said what game though, DC? If you said Kansas game, okay, I'll go pull that game. All I know though, Max making this shit look easy. Max making this look easy. Yeah, Stingley. Yeah, I was wrong on Stingley. Yeah. And I also think what's happening with Stingley is Stingley also has one of the best NFL corner coaches too. Because notice Stingley ain't the only one cold over there. Every corner over there is ice cold. So I think he also getting top-notch coaching. His coach is named Dino. And for the last 3 years, that whole squad led the league in interceptions under Dino. It could be that he's under better coaching too. I just be keeping it real. Cause Stingley coming out of LSU got his ass cooked. Look at Max. Boy. All right. So we almost finished, y'all. We almost finished. I'm looking at every one of these reps. I'm sorry, y'all. We got 9 more minutes. Y'all hang in there. Hang in there. Because maybe in the fourth quarter, he might pop. He might super pop in the fourth. Max might be tired, and he might let off on his ass. He say, boss, he won a rep. I see it. I see it. I see that one time he won a rep. I just missed it. Was I talking? Max out there whooping everybody's ass, man. Look at it, boy. Look, man, it took that edge a long time to get in the picture. All right. He say it's no way Parker asked for him. Nah, I think Parker liked him. I do. He got some traits to like, y'all. He does. He got traits. Malachi got good traits. He does. I'm not beating him up. He got good traits. Good hands. But see, notice, where all the hands now? See, they don't want to talk to me. Where are the hands? So when Lou says, and Lou said this according to the film, he said, this is what he said about Malachi Lawrence according to his film research. He said, I think he might have won that rep. This is what Lou said. Lou said he does show flashes, but he not consistent. I think Lou right. Okay, he lost that rep. Max got him. Yeah, Max got him. So, according to this, Lou is right. Because that's why I showed y'all the highlights. Remember I showed you his highlights? If you look at his highlights, what did the highlights show? Ooh, his hands look good. Ooh, look at that chop. Ooh, go look at that. Ooh, look at that counter move. Look at that spin move. 90% of that was against University of Houston and Baylor. My boy say Botch and Brian liked him. Yeah. He got traits to like. He does. All right, so this is him again versus Max. He got put in jail. Max just having him an easy day at the park. Where are those hands? Shit, Max like, you ain't using them hands today, boy. Somebody say, how the Cowboys watch this film and didn't consider Max? I know, boy, that Max out there killing them balls. Max having an easy day at the park, bro. He is. Max is, man, it ain't nothing happening on that right side, bro. That right side is on lock. It ain't nothing happening back there. Nothing. That right side is locked down. We got 6 more minutes. Y'all hang in there. We might see something. But right now, Max is whooping it. Oh, fuck no. Where the hands? He got hands, boss. Look at this. Max is killing him. You say, hold on. You say, boss, if he's pushing the tackle back to the QB lap, nah. Because to me, he didn't push him back because Max anchored down. Because, see, this is the thing. Sometimes they'll go speed to power where they'll surprise you with that bull rush. They'll throw moves like they go on speed, and then they'll just all of a sudden rush into you. So it's sudden power that hit you. So, yeah, the tackle might go back some. But if you anchor down and stop his momentum where the quarterback still got a clean pocket, that's a win for the tackle. I don't care that you got a little bit of push on him on a surprise power. I care about that you anchor him so that quarterback can stand up tall. See, I would have gave the rep, in my opinion, star to Malachi if he got that quarterback off his spot, right? So if he pushed him to the point the quarterback had to get out that pocket, I would have gave him a win to Malachi. But Nah, from my eyes, I just think he anchored him. You know, he took that power and he anchored down, right, and stopped his power, and then pushed him like, "Get your little ass off me." That's what I saw. You know. You said, "Boss, that wasn't an anchor." We might be talking about a different play then, because what I saw is him anchor down. I didn't really see him at all today. Really, I didn't see the quarterback threaten from the right all day. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Did I miss it? Because I'm also talking. Where did Max go? Yeah, where did Max go? Did I miss it? Like, a Star got good eyes. I might have just missed it, Star. If I did, I apologize. You said where he flushed the quarterback out. I don't know about flushing with his quarterback. This quarterback is almost like Romo. His ass be running on his own. Like, notice how he be running around a lot. This quarterback kind of just crazy. Like, real talk. That's why they said this quarterback athletic. Like, most statue quarterbacks, they just try. Look at, man, he locking his ass down, man. That's what I'm saying. Look at him. Look at the quarterback. He always running. These motherfuckers stay running. For real. This quarterback like to run. That's all he do. He get flushed. He get flushed at his own shadow. Did he win that rep? Oh, okay. I might have missed it because, see, Dre saying it too. Dre saying he lost. That's probably what Dre was talking about. Because Dre said he won a rep and I ain't see it. I'm probably talking. I probably missed the start. I apologize. I'm sorry, y'all. Because two people saying that he lost the rep. But still, this is still a bad day, y'all. Cause see, it's a bad day when we over here like, at least he won a rep. What? That's like one rib. One rib. I want one rib. Wait. You our first rounder. I need you to be impactful. He won a rep. But I ain't see it, y'all. I promise. I'm not even hating on him too. He said, "Boss don't like to pick." Nah, man, it's not that. Nah, it's not that, bro. No, it's not that I don't like to pick. I told y'all before the draft, I didn't want them to draft no edges. None. I didn't want them to draft Bane, y'all. And the reason is because rookies take too long to develop. And in this last window of Dak, I want us to have. You say it's okay, boss. Max won today. Yeah, I mean, he did. Max whooped his ass. We've been all the way on it. See, and that's what it is. I'm missing reps because I be looking at y'all comments. That's what be happening. I might have missed that rep. I apologize too, because I try to look at all of it. We at the end though, y'all. We at the very end of this tape. And then I'm going to go try to pull up some film. I'm going to figure out which one is where the competition is strong. And we'll go look at Malachi versus a different opponent and see if it makes a big difference. And I'm pretty sure it will. I'm almost certain it will because Max, he locked him. So if we looking at him versus a weaker opponent, hold on real quick. How much time we got? So we got 3 minutes left. Look at your boy Tyson. Your boy Jordan Tyson going crazy, man. Whoo. Somebody say Utah and Florida. Who to tackle? Oh, yeah. That's a good one. D Shift, you own it. We get to look at him versus Fano. That's what I'm talking about, D Shift. Malachi versus Tyler Guyton. That's a good one, too. I like that hit. Boy, y'all dirty. I love it. I'm going to go pull it, too. That's going to make this film session 2 hours, but I'm going to go pull it. Are we at the end? See, that's why I love the chat, man. Y'all so damn smart. Man, Max is whooping his ass, man. Max over here looking like the steal of the draft. So I'm gonna go look at his schedule. I'm gonna go find out when they play Utah. Then I'm gonna go see if I can find him versus Tyler Guyton. If Tyler Guyton whooped Malachi, I need y'all to shut up. For real. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Malachi. If Tyler Guyton whooped the shit out of him, I'm gonna be like, bro, I need y'all to chill. Real talk. He said, nah, I knew I had Malachi 27 on my board. Y'all not swaying me. I saw what CP saw. Okay. You saw what CP saw? Okay. I saw what CP saw. Okay, you ain't see this film, shit. You saw that shit on U of H and Baylor. You ain't see this film. You didn't. Nah, because this, if you looked at this film, Parker should be like, Because pretty much everybody he go face is gonna be like Max. Yeah, and it said Lewis said it took D-Law 3.5 years to finally get to a Pro Bowl. And D-Law had like 6 sacks. See, I'm talking. That's why I'm missing reps. That might have been a good rep by him. I'm looking at y'all comments. Hold on, now I'm going to look at him versus Max. Okay, yeah, he won that rep, and Max was lazy on that rep. That was a very bad rep by Max. So, yeah, he did win that rep. He won that rep. Hold on, let me go back. See, I'm being fair to him. When he win, I'm going to say he won. All right, here we go. Let me look at this. No more talking. Let me look. Here we go. It's a trash rep by Max. Yeah. Max super whiffed on that. He whiffed. Yeah, Max, you bullshitting. Yeah. Like, look at Max right here. This is Max. Oh, Max, what you doing, man? What you doing, man? You wait till the fourth quarter to act like this? Shit. You gonna give up a sack in the fourth quarter? What the fuck wrong with you? And the quarterback goofy ass still running around. Look at nigga. And he don't throw the ball away. And he didn't throw the ball away. I swear, I was going. That quarterback. Oh, man. Ooh, Arizona 2002. Ooh, that's a good one, too. That's a good one, Henny. That's a good one. Look at that. Yeah, Max tripping on that play. But I would be mad if I was Max. I would be mad. Throw the ball away, man. You took that sack, you idiot. I would be mad. It's like you gave up that. Boy. Shit. That was a pretty good hustle play by. This the last play of the game, though. Oh, let me see. Max versus Malachi. Okay. Max ain't even blocking him right there. That was good pursuit. Quarterback throwing it up to Jesus. End of the game. All right, so here we go. All right, so let's look at some. So we said Utah. Boys ain't ready for no real film. Boys want to go look at some clips. This is what boys want. I'm gonna show you what boys really want to do. They want this. They want these highlights. They will. Ooh, I saw him. I saw what Parker saw. I saw these clips right here. Shit, man, I see it. Yeah, cause these are highlights. These are highlights. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I watch you play in and play out versus a top tackle, does it look like this? See, what happened is when we look at this right here, we think he play like this game in and game out. No, sir. All right, so hold on real quick. Let me go see. So we saw him against one first round tackle. Let's go look at it. Let's go find some more. All right, let's go find some more. All right, I got my films over here. I'm gonna show y'all my database too. I ain't playing with y'all. All right, so I'm in 2024. Arizona. Why we picking Arizona? Cause wasn't that what was the tackle that game, Henny? Who was the tackle in 2024 for Arizona? Hold on, let me go look at the schedule. Let me go look at the schedule real quick. Hold on. Let me go look at Arizona's schedule for 2024. We go find another. Let's look at Arizona too. No, let's do this. Let's look at UCF schedule, football schedule 2025. Okay, so this is the 2025 schedule. Let's see if we can find a team where they had at least one good tackle. There it is, Utah. There it is, Utah. So for the people that's wanting me to go look at 2025, we finna look at him versus Fano. And Fano played right tackle. So we likely getting ready to see that matchup. So we looked at 2024 versus Max. Now we finna look at 2025 versus Fano. And that's gonna tell us a lot about Malachi. All right, so now let me pull it out. See, we giving y'all the real film. This real film. This ain't that bullshit. This ain't that clip shit. We ain't doing that over here. Let me see. Nah, I gotta look at your real plays. You telling me he tanking shit. He tank. All right. He got the hustle. He got the hustle of tank. Did y'all see that? Did y'all really see that?
Oh, hell no!
So let me go down to Utah. Utah offense. Uh-oh. The truth is finna set us free. Ah, damn. UCF, they don't have it. All right, so let me look at it. Let me try to look for UCF because I might be able to pull it from UCF. Damn, I don't have that particular game. UCF, here we go. UCF. There it is. No, that's the UCF offense. I need the UCF defense. Fuck, man. I don't got it. Sorry, y'all. I ain't got that one. Man, let me see if I can find something else, but that's from 2024. Oh, that is 2024. Thank you, Star. Star keeping me tight. Star, you keeping me tight. I told you Star got good eyes. She got good eyes. 2025. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Star. Thank you. Star, good catch. Whew, I told you. Star got good eyes. She was like, boss, he lost a rep. I'm like, I ain't see it. He did. Like, damn, I ain't see it. Star like, he did. I was watching, boss. I'm like, oh, well, knowing your track record, you telling the truth with your big eye ass. Star be seeing everything. I be like, damn, you got some big eyes. How the hell you see that? All right, hold on real quick. Let me see what we find. So Utah versus, let me find it. Let's see if we can find it. Utah offense. No, Kansas City. It's not here, y'all. Did I miss it? I don't see it. All right, so let me try to find it another way. See, boys be having these films, boy. Y'all don't think I be having these films? Boy, I be having these films, boy. I be having these films, boy. I be having the real film. I ain't on here on that boo. Yeah, I mean, we go look at the film for real. I heard them real quick, so let me see. So I need USF. So I got USF. God, please. They ain't got it either. Boy. Alright, so I ain't got that either. So 225 Kansas State tape. Alright. It's the Kansas State. 235 Kansas State. Now, I saw Kansas State on the highlights. So, is Kansas State one of them teams with a weak ass tackle? Hold on real quick, because I keep telling y'all I'm not interested in trying to see what he do against weak ass opponents. I'm honestly not interested in that. Okay, I got it right here. I got the film right here. Let me download it. Now, can somebody Google who the tackles were? Let me go look at these tackles from Kansas State. Because I don't want no dudes that will go undrafted and shit. Be like, man, this dude going against undrafted ass tackles. Kansas State 2025 football roster. Okay, there we go. So I got the football roster here. Okay. All right. So I got the whole roster right here, which is important because if we go watch who he going against, I need to know that person's ability. Because again, I'm telling you, I'm definitely not interested on. He said Kansas State tackle is the only draft eligible tackle he faced in 2025. LOL. Okay, you say draft eligible, but what round? What round? Are we talking about somebody that's gonna be drafted late, mid? Because likely he gonna go against talent that's gonna be way better than that. That's why I don't want to leave and waste my time. But I look at it, man. I ain't got no problem looking at it. But I don't want nothing that's gonna be inflating who he is. Because he gonna face people like Max. That's who he gonna see on a weekly basis. He gonna see people like Max. He ain't gonna see some late round tackle. Every week, when he play in the NFL, it's gonna be somebody on Max level or better. That's why I'm being like a very stickler on. I want to see him against better tackles. I don't just watch film. I'm just being honest. I don't just let me go look at this film. It's like, who was he going against? All right, so I'm finna pull it. It's downloading. Sorry, y'all. It's taking a little while. Sorry, y'all. Okay, you say yes, late. His projection is 250 on the CBS board. That's extremely late. That's extremely late. That's like a dude that's gonna go undrafted. You say no, boss. Max might be special like Sewell. No, he ain't special like Sewell. Like Sewell was special. Like Sewell, in my opinion, was clear top 5. Like clear top 5. And Sewell was in a way better class too. Like Sewell, his class was Chase, Micah, and D. Smith. That was in his class. And who else was in that? Kyle Pitts was in that class. So Sewell was top 5 in a dope class and clear top 5, in my opinion. So I don't know if Max is Sewell. I think Max is a solid starter in the league. I'm not saying that Max is going to be all pro in the league, but I see Max being a solid starter. You say my audio is low? Man, y'all got to tell me when my audio low, man. You can't tell me that late in the show, man. I appreciate you. I gotta tell me that earlier. Hold on real quick, man. I gotta fix my audio. I appreciate it though. Let me see. 244. It's still downloading, y'all, because I'm downloading the film right now. Y'all just be patient. It's downloading as we speak. I appreciate you telling me my audio low. So watch this. I'm finna boost my audio. Watch this. Hold on. It's already boosted. 1 2 1 2. Why can't I hear me right? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I don't know what's wrong with my shit. Let me turn me up some. 1 2 1 2 1 2. That should be a little bit better. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, and Dre. So JV, we got JV in the house. Hey, JV is free. We freed you, JV. Somebody put you in jail, man. We got you out, man. We freed JV, man. Free JV, man. It's good to see you, bro. I'm finna look at this Kansas State tape against a 7th round tackle. So I guess we can look at it like that too. We can say, what do you do against a 1st round tackle, and then what do you do against a 7th round tackle? We can look at it. And then Newhouse said, I give Malachi 2 to 3 years. That's what I say. I say that too. I say about 2 to 3 years. Yeah, because I'm not gonna definitely shit on him. I'm not shitting on him. What I'm saying is, like, is he gonna come in instant impact? Likely no. But what are people out here selling? Malachi Lawrence, and he got the first step of. They throwing out these marketing ass names that's gonna get the Cowboy fans jacking off and shit. You know, once you say, "Oh, he's another tank. He's DeMarcus Lawrence. He is DeMarcus Ware." Nah, shit, bro. These boss finna. Then you got to be the bad guy and say, "Let me show y'all the film and tell me if y'all see Tank in this." Oh, boss, I don't like your channel. There's too much facts on this channel, man. I don't like your channel. You actually proved that he not. Bro, that's because honestly, we still need a war daddy, y'all. That's because honestly, we still need a war daddy, bro. That's really what it's coming down to. All right, so we got his tape on versus Kansas State. All right, here we go. I need to find him. I don't know if he playing on the left or the right this game. I can't really see from this angle. I'm assuming it's the left side for now. Nah, he wasn't on the left. Let me see if he's on the right. Okay, he's on the right this game. Okay. So the good thing is we see that in some games they can play him on the right side. He's not a one-sided player. That's good. Number 51, a 1 year after max. Okay. Somebody said I want to see him versus the run. That's real. Cause it been a lot of people knocking him versus the run. I'm not really seeing nothing yet that says that he struggles against the run. Yeah. So nothing yet. None yet. He's still on the right side. Hold on real quick. Let me get it where y'all can see it. Yeah, that play was nothing. Let's keep going. All right, so let me see. So we know he playing on the right side. Okay, standing up. Ooh, boys having some hard collisions out there. Good draw play by Kansas. Was that a draw play? No, it was QB run. That was QB run. I'm tripping. I said draw play. I'm tripping. Yeah, so good hands right there by Malachi. Good hands. Let me see. Next play, likely on the right side again. I think that's him on the left this time. I think he on the left. I'm starting to recognize his body type. I think he on the left. Yeah, he on the left. He gonna be on the left this time. So he on the left side, with a tight end and a tackle. So let me see. Boy got reached. He ain't set on the edge. He on the right side this time. I thought he was on the left. Okay. Let me see what he do. Couldn't see right there. I couldn't see. All right. Somebody say locked again. Yeah, man. Okay. So I think he on the left this time. Ooh, Kansas City coming downhill, boy. They coming downhill hard. I like Kansas City, but Kansas State, they coming down. Yeah, nothing yet. They say boss adjust the film. No. They go shut it off the stream. I can't just, y'all gotta turn your heads to the side. I mean, so far the ball ain't really coming his way, so it's you can't really grade him. It's no action that really came his way yet, so we just waiting on action. That's what we waiting on. We trying to see when the ball come his way. Yeah, it looked like he got pushed off the ball right there. If that's him on the right side, yeah, that's him. Yeah, and I'm starting to see why people say he struggled against the run. Wow. Yeah, you see him getting pushed just a little bit. I'm not really seeing no struggle though. I mean, he alright. I don't really see nothing like good or bad yet. I'm not. And this the type of team, it looked like their offensive style is gonna be very hard. Yeah, it's hard to really grade him this game because it looked like Kansas State, they don't have no traditional dropbacks. I'm seeing a lot of RPOs and shit like that and quarterback run. So it's like this game is gonna more show you, do you actually try to contribute on stopping the run. This ain't the game you want to watch if you want to see how do he get after the quarterback. I don't think he gonna have some opportunities from watching how they playing their offense. Their offense too run heavy, in my opinion, to get a feel for his sack abilities. This game is gonna show if he can stop the run and if he can set an edge. So far, that's what I'm seeing. So y'all gotta turn y'all head like me. You see me got my head turned? Y'all gotta do like me. Huh. So I don't know which edge he is right now. I think that's him on the left. Nah, he not even in the game right now. He said that ASU game wasn't a good game either. Honestly, that QB was running everywhere. Hard to rush like that. Got to contain first. Yeah. But let's be honest, though, bruh. Max had him so locked, bruh. It wasn't no contain first. You couldn't even do shit. Max had you locked. He couldn't contain. Max was putting the mitts on him and he was done. But once Max got that boy like this, he was done. All right, hold on, man. Listen. Listen. This film gonna take too long. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And I don't like the style of this offense to watch. I'm gonna watch a few more plays, but I don't think this is the right film to really kind of get a gauge on him. I'm gonna watch a few more plays, but no. But I will give my judgment so far based on what I saw. Against going Max, I think it's fair, and let me just put the camera on me and say this. Watching him against Max, and then Lou say Max ain't going to be a top OT in the NFL. We're projecting. And then Beige Boxer say Max has basketball agility because he's converted hooper balls. Yeah, Max a top athlete, man. But let me say this. On my assessment real quick, it's real simple when it comes to Malachi. It's real simple. Because you seeing like you seeing stuff like this. Cowboy fans, you landed an ascending elite athlete edge rusher who can help your pass rush immediately. Let me ask you a question. Did you get that from watching him go against Max? I'm just asking a question. Did you get this watching him go against somebody that's a first round tackle? Did you get that? Cowboy fans, you landed an ascending elite. Did you see that? I would probably say you didn't. Especially when we was on some, he won one rep. One out of 60? Now, this part is true because you can measure this part, this next part. Lawrence is 99th percentile athlete. Yeah. 4'5", 40-inch vertical, 10-inch broad jump. He's an athlete. I agree with that part. He has a special combo of an elite first step, elite athletic upside, slam dunk first round pick.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
I don't see it. I just don't see it. Not from the Max tape. So then you also got this stuff, you know. The Cowboys missed the soul-snatching presence of DeMarcus Lawrence and a dog mentality slot stud in Jordan Lewis. Did you see DeMarcus Lawrence? Did you see it? Not how you feel, not what, because the highlights dope. So I guarantee you this. I guarantee if we judge his highlights, that's why I showed you his highlights first. If we judge his highlights, you'll say, man, I see Tank, man. I see it. But then y'all will think Lou being a Debbie Downer because Lou will say, yeah, you see flashes. Because this is Lou's exact comment. He said, you see flashes, but it's not consistent. Right? But if you watch the clips, you're going to be like, man, Lou hating. He a Debbie Downer. He negative. His old ass. And Lou not even old. Goofy asses people. But, you know. And then you look at what Todd Archer said, right? Todd Archer said, VP of Player Personnel Will McClay said Malachi Lawrence has a similar relentlessness of DeMarcus Lawrence. Did you see that? And see, Dre said it. Dre keeping it real. He said, in the highlights I see D-Law. Exactly. And you see how highlights can be totally different when you just turn the film on? You see how highlights can be totally different? Now, did you see the relentlessness of DeMarcus Lawrence? Did you see that? Now, it might be another tape. It's probably it's probably some tape somewhere where they telling the truth. I'm not saying they lying. I just didn't see it versus Max. I didn't. So when I go through the tape and I look at an actual film versus the highlights versus clips, right? Because if you look at the clips are dope. Clearly dope. But you got to also think through this. You got to say most of these clips you also seeing on two opponents. Literally 80% of his best highlights came in 2 games. He played 4 years. His best year was 7.5 sacks, y'all. They say his Senior Bowl practices is what Dallas was most impressed with. I would then say, Dallas, you a damn fool. If practices is what got you versus what he did in games, I don't like none of your scouts. Just being all the way honest. I think practice should be an indication, but the biggest thing should be what did you do when the lights are on? The big lights, not practice. Because we all know, if you've been an athlete on any level, we all know there are certain players that are great practice players. We all know them. And when them lights come on for real, they different. Anybody that played any sport know them. You basketball, tennis, track, any sport. If you play any sport, we all know that dude, they be killing it at practice. He be clutch at practice. Hitting every shot. Then it be game time and the motherfucker miss everything. Then it's dudes that be trash at practice and they show up in the games and go crazy. Dak was like that. And then Star said they drafted traits like they always do. I think with this one, I think this is also about them being familiar with him. Familiar, you know, because his coach is on the staff, right? What I heard his coach is on the staff, you know. So if his coach is on the staff, this is almost like when White Cotton, y'all notice wherever he goes, Solomon Thomas goes. You notice everywhere White Cotton goes, he go get his guys. Y'all notice that? So that does make me feel good that a coach from college was like, if it's anybody that I want to go to war with in the league is him, that's good. That's good. But it comes down to this. Is he going to be instant impact? Yeah, Landlord was on it last night. Him and Henny, they was shooting all net all night. Now, real talk. Like, I would say Landlord was hot last night. Landlord was on some, he was killing it on the predictions, bro. He was not playing no games last night. If you came to the draft show, you saw it. Landlord was going crazy. Him and Henny. Shit. And I ain't gonna, and see, this is the thing. Henny predicted Downs was gonna drop 3 months ago. Yup, and Lou, you said it. He said, but him and a coach better be war ready for the pros. Exactly. I want to go war with him, but it's like, did you bring in your boy, or is this really the dude? You know what I'm saying? Or is this one of them, man, I like him, man, I'm gonna take care of him, I like him type of shit. But in my opinion, I would just say this. And I'm open to look at more film. If y'all got any films, somebody said nepotism pick. It could be, bro. It could be. I think it's a little bit of nepotism mixed with traits. I think it's what Star said. I think it's a little bit of this dude is an amazing athlete, and I want to continue developing him. But this is the main thing I'm gonna tell Cowboy Nation. We are making a huge mistake if we go into the season saying we have enough at edge. And that's the real reason why I was mad yesterday. That's the real reason why I was mad yesterday. Because I knew as soon as we got him, a majority of us was not going to be interested in trying to improve edge no more. And I'm afraid about that. I'm afraid about that. I'm honestly afraid that when people come out here and they actually show you the evidence of film and they show you the difference between highlights and the actual film against a first round talent, that our usual thirst for optimism in the offseason, let me say that again. Our usual thirst for optimism, I have a fear that it's going to betray us again. That thirst that made us believe that Jadon Blue was Tony Dorsett, that was thirst, y'all. I'm just being real. The thirst to actually say with a straight face, Blue could be Gibbs. See, I'm seeing stuff like that with him. I see DeMarcus Lawrence and I see a mixture of D-Ware. And what I hate about it is the fans, when they don't see D-Ware and they don't see Tank year one, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? When you promising, see, Donovan Ezeraku has it way better because he was a second rounder. It's less pressure. So the fans is just patient. They just like, he go develop. But when you're a first rounder, you think the Cowboy fans gonna be sitting over here when Will McClay over here saying, he said, so boss, if we somehow get Max Crosby or another vet, will you feel better about the pick? Yeah. And it's not, I don't want y'all to think that I hate the pick. I don't hate the pick. I just don't expect the pick to be impactful year one. I love the traits. The dude run a 4.5. The dude has occasionally good hands. Occasionally you see pass rush moves. It's not to the level of the highlights, but it's there. So yeah, I see traits. It's traits. It's clear traits. So don't think I don't like the pick. It's just that I'm a realist and like I don't expect this pick to do anything year one. Like I'm expecting at best 2 to 3 sacks, 7 at the most tackles for loss at the most, maybe 15 tackles. And I ain't hating on them. That's usual. That's usually what happens. That's not, I'm not saying nothing that's, Abdul Carter was picked 3 and only had 4 sacks last year. But if you go on Twitter, most people projecting, I see 6 to 9 year one. And somebody say, boss, who do you want? That's a good question. I want Dallas to go after the ultimate person we should go after now that we perfectly positioned to go get. The perfect person to go get right now is Kayvon Thibodeau. He the perfect person to go get right now. Right now. Perfect. Why you say that, boss? They already leaked that the Giants is looking for a third and third or a fourth to try to unload Kayvon Thibodeau. The Giants just got a pass rusher again. So now you got Carter and who did they get? Reese? They got too many pass rushers, bro. They are definitely going to be looking to unload him. Instead of us hoarding those picks like a lot of us gonna want to do, let's keep the picks, man. Let's make some more picks. Let's make some more picks. Now fuck them picks. Take that third. Call the Giants and say we're willing to give you this third right now and one of these fourths right now. They said Reese playing linebacker. Okay. He had the versatility to play some edge. They still was trying to unload him though. So I would call them. Max Crosby probably out now because you done made the picks now. You don't have the assets to get him no more. You don't have the assets to give Myles Garrett no more either. The only way you can get either one of them is you would probably have to throw in Pickens. So when you ask me what I want a veteran. I want a veteran. A veteran war daddy. I want to partner that with BT Jordan. I honestly don't want to take one of these rookies and be like, oh man, oh yeah, man, that rookie finna bust out. This is what we needed. We needed this level of pass rush. You are likely setting up yourself for disappointment. If we've been all the way honest and we look at real history clearly says you likely not gonna get year one impact. It's not hating the player. It's just a reality that most edges take about 3 years to develop. You see your biggest gain and your biggest jump between year one and year two. So anybody selling you that this is likely getting ready to help us, Malachi Lawrence, year one, is likely just not true. Now, do I hope he end up being Max Crosby? Yes, I do hope. I hope he does. I hope he end up being Max Crosby. Max Crosby had 10.5 sacks as a rookie. He had 10.5 sacks, and he was a third rounder. So that means the Raiders struck gold. You hardly ever see any edge jump out with 10 sacks as a rookie. You hardly see any do that. I'm talking about top 5. Myles Garrett had only 7. Think about that. So I would tell that Cowboy Nation, let's stay, in my opinion, aggressive for a war daddy with Malachi Lawrence. Now, we're going to have to stay focused because the pandering is loud now. It's going to stay loud all the way up into training camp. The dope dealers that sell all the hope dope, they already pushing it. Oh, I love the pick. He was 25 on my board. I really see him as an asset. He's going to come make an impact now. That's hope dope, bro. And they selling it. You got people out here. Cowboy Nation, you got you an ascending elite athletic rusher who can help your pass rush immediately. It's like, probably not, bro. So I would just say, listen, let's have realistic expectation. I think we need to let this man develop. I don't want us to put a lot of pressure on him. To be all the way honest, I don't think he gonna be better than Donovan Ezeraku. I think year 2 Donovan Ezeraku, even coming off surgery, is going to likely be better than Malachi. Why do I say that? Because year 2, what do you usually see in year 2? You see big ass jumps, usually. Not all the time, but usually. What happened to Latu? 4 sacks year 1, 8.5 year 2. What happened to Dallas Turner? 3 sacks year 1, 8 sacks year 2. What happened to Jared Verse? 4.5 sacks year 1, 7.5 sacks year 2. What happened to Chop Robinson? He went backwards, 6 to 4. What happened to Darius Robinson? He looking like a bust, 1 and then 1. What happened to Will Anderson? 7, and then he took an upgrade to 11. Tyree Wilson went from 3 to 4.5, not a big jump. Luke Van Ness, you trending straight bust. You trending straight to bust. Hold on. What Judah say? Let me see. Did Judah say some fly shit? Let me see what Judah said. Oh, okay. I see why y'all wanted me to highlight it. I see why you wanted me to highlight this comment. Judah said, this should be a day where you're hyping fans up, getting them ready for day 2. But you just want to nitpick what they felt was the BPA for their board. I mean, if that's what you think I'm doing, Judah, you think I'm nitpicking, bro? You ain't figured out yet that I'm trying to win a championship, bro? So what I should be doing is hyping the fans up. I told y'all, some of y'all cheerleaders, I told y'all. Some people cheerleaders, bro. What do cheerleaders do when you getting blown out? Hey, hype the fans. Go. You know how them cheerleaders be doing this shit. That's what y'all want from me. You ain't gonna get that from me, buddy. Go to ALC. Go to them. They gonna give you that shit. I ain't doing it. I'm just telling you, I ain't doing it, bro. I ain't gonna give you that. Go! Hype fans, let's go get ready for day 2. Day 2. Go day 2. Day 2. I used to hate looking at cheerleaders. We getting blown out and they smiling and shit. Cause I was a player out there. I wasn't no fucking cheerleader. I was a warrior on the field. I wasn't doing that. Go! Day 2. Let's cheer for the fans. Go day 2. Get hype for the picks. Go fans. Go Dallas. Go day 2. Wrong channel, bro. This ain't the channel, bro. I'm just being honest. I don't do it. I ain't gonna never do it, bro. And I already know people out there hyping and shit. It's plenty. Listen, it's plenty of channels go do that. Malachi, day 2. Let's go, day 2. I'm a man, bro. Y'all, instead of getting the fans hype, I want to win a championship, bro. So what I'd rather do, honestly, Judah, I'd rather tell the fans, this not enough. It's good. It's going to be good rotational. It's a good foundation of trying to develop an edge. But if you're trying to win a championship, nothing that we has really helps us with the deficit in pass rush that we had last year. We was top in stopping the run. We was 31st or 32nd in pass rush. So I'm not gonna do that cheerleader stuff, bruh. I'm just not gonna do it. And there's plenty of, and then them other people that do that, they know they doing that. They know they cheerleading for y'all. Go look at that content right now. The Dallas Cowboys get an A. Y'all asked me last night. I said, what did you get? I said, I give pick 1 A+++ with bonus. The guy that was number 2 overall on my board, Downs, we got at pick 11. That's an A+++. I give the trade down an A+++. You flipped 2 fifths for 2 fourths, and you took that from Philly. Oh, that's an A+++. The actual pick, in terms of right now impact, I give that shit a D. A D. And in terms of what he gonna be in the future, I don't know. He got the traits to be good, but I'm not willing to stamp somebody as a sack artist. And the best sacks he got was 7.5. And the only thing y'all can tell me is at least he gonna be with BT Jordan. All right, bro. Yeah, so listen, y'all already know who I am, so don't come over here, bro. Don't even come over here, bro. Go. Don't even come in here, because you know what I'm gonna do. If you coming for positivity and if you coming for just... Because of course I could have spent time on, we really destroyed pick 1. Why do I talk about what we already know? I'm not talking about what we already know. I know we already did great with... Okay, let me tell you some things that's going to make you feel better, Judah. This is what's going to make you feel better. Downs picks was like a marriage from heaven, bro. You feel better? It was. The perfect player for Parker, and what he said when he said the nickel should be the best player on the field, that's Downs. You feel better? Does that hype you up for today, day 2? Do you feel better? Does it make you feel good? You want me to get some good news real quick? Yes, that did happen. That was good news. But no, man, no. But that's no. When you trying to win a championship, you not gonna just feed people nothing but positivity all the time. When you really trying to win, you gonna say, hey, we did great there, but we kind of need to get better here, because we trying to cover all the bases to be ready for a championship run. So you just ain't gonna get that type of cheerleader ass getting the fans hyped for day 2, and then your weird ass talking about I'm nitpicking. How about I'm being thorough and actually showing proof that Cats is lying to you? People I heard talking about he has the first step of D-Ware, and John on after saying the complete opposite with evidence. If it's anything he can work on, it's his first step. But what are people saying right now? He has the first step of Bane. And then when I show y'all, no, he don't have the first step of Bane. He doesn't, right? He doesn't. He needs to work on that. Oh, you're nitpicking him. Oh. Nah, bro. I don't understand. Why do y'all make yourself miserable coming to a place that you can't handle the truth?
You can't handle the truth.
Why would you even come over here, bro? Like, don't. Yeah, all you fans that just want positive Pampers and stuff, don't click. Y'all know what Boss go be on. Boss is go be on the things we need to do to win the whole thing. Which means I'm going to point at some potential problems, or I'm going to point at some things we could be doing better. I'm going to say, hey, we did good here, but hey, we can do better here. So, I just found out, man, that everybody ain't built the same. That's just what it is. People that like this channel, people that want proof, they want facts, they want evidence, they want accountability, they want truth. They want, and the people on this channel, they don't kiss my ass. They don't kiss my ass. Common sense will tell me in a heartbeat, I don't feel you on that. Angie will tell me in a heartbeat, I ain't with you on that. Everybody in here done challenged me. Everybody in here. Sir, it's so many people in here. Dre the Great. I don't know about that, boss. I don't know about that, OC. I don't know. This is a place to where we have real discussions and real debates, bro. If you can't handle that, don't come, bro. Don't make yourself miserable walking up in here, bro. Just don't do it. My boy C done disagree with me a lot. C done told me many times straight to my face, and he day one. He done told me many times I don't feel that, boss. And to tell me in a heartbeat, I don't agree with that. My boy D.A. Lee done told me, I don't feel you on your Pickens thing, boss. I don't feel you on that. I don't. So, don't make yourself miserable. I mean that. This channel has a mission. We stated that mission. I'm not changing on that mission. Me and the OC said from the beginning, we had a rule and we stick to this rule to this day. We say that the best idea go win. That's what we do. So stop asking me to be a cheerleader. Stop asking me to try to pump up the fans for positivity on day 2. You never go get that from me. Don't even ask no more. If you ask again, I'm going to block you. Because I'm going to know you're trying to agitate me now. So anyway, just getting back to the film. I would just say this. I think we got us a good player. He got good traits. But let's limit our expectations. And I would also say we need to add to him. We need to add to him. So, we do need another war daddy, in my opinion, to stop the plug that we currently have and the deficit that we currently have at pass rush. I love this guy's traits. He has amazing traits, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not believing, especially from the film with him and Max, I'm not believing that, those pass rush moves that we saw is play in and play out. I think it's exactly like Lou said. It's sporadic. It's on occasion. It's in spots. It's not consistent. From what I saw with Max, I didn't see the pursuit of Tank. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I didn't see the first step of DeMarcus Ware. I didn't see that. I'm just being honest. I didn't see that. Now, if y'all can tell me some film where that is, I would gladly go pull it up and I will go look at it openly, every rep, and I would do it in the public like I do all my film. But one thing you should see from this particular show, highlights are totally different than actually watching them versus top opponents. This should be a warning to be very careful to get your thoughts and opinions from when you just turned on a 5-minute highlight or you saw a YouTuber say film review and it's only 6 minutes. If any YouTuber giving you a 6-minute film review, you probably need to go look at more film. I'm just being honest with you. Because the people that stayed and watched the real film, play in, play out versus a top opponent, it was totally different than the highlights. So it's your boy Boss Show Me. Y'all know we gonna be coming with day 2. I got some pom-poms for you. This is my pom-poms. This is my cheerleader statement. It's still a lot of players that's left. It's still a lot of dope players that's left. We gonna stay focused on pointing those out at the DC universe. We gonna keep, pressuring for those. And the people that fit what we doing, they gonna like it over here. If you don't like what we doing, you gonna hate it. Period. People like D Shift, he disagree with me, but you know why he love it over here? Because he know I'm doing my best to keep it real. D Shift don't never question my integrity. He might question my idea, but he never questions that I mean well. He never says like I'm nitpicking. He'll be like, boss is making a case. So some of y'all need to grow up, man. Some of y'all need to realize that you're dealing with somebody that's determined to win. I'm not determined to get subs, and I'm not determined to make you feel good. So we got a lot of good players that's left. Let's go! Go Dallas! You have some good players left. Day 2. Day 2. DAY 2 Dallas! Shit, fuck wrong with this motherfucker, boy. Talking about hyping the fans up, making boys feel good. Can you even believe somebody said that? You should be hyping the fans up. You should be making them feel good. Day 2, let's go. Come on. Yes, go. Day 2, let's get hyped for the picks. Come on, go Dallas. Come on now. Come on, yeah, put your hands up. Day 2, let's go cheerlead for the Dallas